What's up, guys? Tech Peasants Podcast, episode 13.
And we're a day late. The power went out yesterday.
Yep.
That was some fucking bull.
We have a schedule?
Yeah, we always do it on Fridays.
Or bi-weekly.
Did not know that.
Like ultra bi-weekly.
I was not aware of this. I did not sign on for this deal. I don't get my
Check your
paycheck
contract.
as much as you guys do.
See, we take your money and actually spend it on ourselves. That's in the contract.
You people.
Paragraph 3, section 9.
Oh my
Bump
you
that
can
paragraph.
Paragraph 3,
section
section
my
9. Crap, you rearrange things. It used to be paragraph 10, section 3.
I thought it was 9, section 3.
I changed some stuff while I weren't looking.
You some hoes.
I'm running a tight shift around this.
Can we stick to the topics?
Welcome to the Tech Peasants Podcast, where we occasionally talk about video games. Savanti, what are we talking about today?
Well,
On our 13th episode.
Yeah, I should have got a Halloween topic. Oh, well.
Nah.
But first topic, welcome to PS4, Daniel.
I don't know what you're talking about. This is I'm
Sweaty easy.
what are you talking about?
Yeah,
Just, what are you talking
so
about?
Daniel actually got a PS4 Pro
I
on
can
sale,
neither confirm nor deny this.
My God.
and he finally got Uncharted.
So we finally got to see the triple layer cake in real life then?
It looks
Yep.
good.
Yeah. So
And you guys are
basically-
knocking the design.
It looks funny from a
still
glance.
don't like the slim design, and that thing's a triple layered slim
I'm
design.
just glad he has a
It's
PS4.
amazing, though.
Yes. But
So-
basically, my cousin bought it on an impulse buy. He bought a PS4 Pro used at GameStop, and he only played it like 4 times. So he's like, "All right, I'm gonna sell it." And I told him I'm extremely interested in it. He said $300, so I was like, "That's fine," because he didn't use it much, and it already has games on it. You know, so that was $300 well spent.
Yeah.
As my experiences go so far.
Sounds like a good deal. I wish I could get a deal like that, honestly.
Well, you can
They're
to
around that price online. You just gotta pay shipping on top of
yeah.
Oh, whatever. I don't mind paying
Do you
shipping.
have Prime?
Yes.
Oh, do you have to pay shipping?
that. Well, not like if you want to get one used, you have to pay shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. Because it's not from a business or from Amazon themselves. Some random normie from the actual world has to send it to you.
But yeah, shout out to my cousin Nick.
Shout out to
Cool.
Simple Flips.
Yes. Yes.
So yeah, now
No one's going to get that joke unless
don't-
they are familiar with the modding community for Super Mario 64.
that's a topic later.
Yeah.
Oh,
But,
oh yeah, that's right. It
oh,
is.
yeah.
But yeah, so welcome to PS4, Daniel. So next topic, real quick. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has sold over 10 million units.
Wasn't that one last time?
Yeah, it was at 8 million last time.
So in the
And-
course of 2 weeks.
Yeah, well, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks, but
Still.
No, it's been 2.
it's only been 2.
It's only been 2, yes. Remember, Hurricane Irma decided to sweep in.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was 3. But okay.
Yeah. I seen
Oh,
that.
yeah, it
That
has
was
been
a-
3. Shut up. You're wrong.
But yeah, not only did it sell 10 million, it also passed Dota 2's all-time record.
Wow.
So now it's the most played game on Steam ever.
That's quite incredible.
It actually went over 1.3 million people.
That is really cool. That is very cool.
Cool.
But yes.
So yeah, I actually bought the game finally. $30.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
what? PlayerUnknown?
Yeah,
Bought
I
it?
went ahead and bought it.
Yeah, cool.
Game is, I can see why it's so addictive and why people love it so much. The game actually is very stressful. Like one of my most angering deaths. I had awesome gear. I'm running into the circle, and some asshole just runs over me with a car. And I was so mad because I had this awesome, like, it wasn't like a powerful sniper, but it had an awesome sight. And it
The
was
scope, yeah.
Yeah, and it was relatively fast. It was like, I want to say kind of like a Dragunov, but not really like a shorter Dragunov. It looked kind of like that.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
And the sight
It's
was the
the
one.
sniper.
It's a sniper.
The sight was just like the one that was in Battlefield 3. That's like the first one you get for snipers.
Oh, with the triangle
with the multiple
sight?
like triangles.
I hate that.
It's that
I
on that
hate
game.
that
It's
so
actually
much.
good. But
Does it have a drop?
yeah,
Oh,
it
okay.
has physics and all that for the bullets. So, but yeah, that was one like this. Now I got hit. It said game over. I'm like, fuck. I had such good gear, but yeah, the game was a blast. So yeah, that's PlayerUnknown's. Next topic. Ryzen and Vega are going to get a second gen iteration next year. They'll shrink down to 12 nanometer. So that
Jeez.
can give a 15% improvement to the circuit density and a 10% overall increase in performance or higher.
Translation.
So it's going to be
getting-
even a little bit more powerful.
Yeah,
Cool.
smaller, more powerful.
Just better performance.
Cool.
And Ryzen already is like, I'd say it's getting well received right now
That's
amongst
good.
everybody that has it.
Very good.
All the higher core counts are making like renderers and just CPU intensive projects a lot easier.
That is very good.
And it's not touching Intel in gaming, but it's still giving a good enough.
Yeah,
experience.
Intel's sweating.
Yeah, especially at those prices.
Yeah.
But also about AMD, while we're on it, Tesla is actually working with AMD right now to develop a AI chip for the self-driving cars in the future
Huh.
because they don't want to rely on Nvidia for all that stuff, which is smart.
I didn't know Nvidia was doing that.
Oh yeah, their Nvidia's keynotes and stuff. They actually spend most of the time talking about things outside of gaming, like how they
okay.
use it for training AIs and stuff. And
Yeah.
they have a car that was like self-parking and self-driving and all that.
That's pretty cool.
Using,
I was not aware of that.
But yeah, like gaming's like a side thing for them at this point. They're using their stuff for everything else now. Which is another reason why they probably want to stay away from relying on Nvidia too much.
That's true, yeah.
But yeah, AMD stocks jumped up like around 5% instantly when the news broke. And it's still going up a little bit, so people know it's smart to be like, oh, they're working with Tesla. Let's go ahead and invest real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
basically.
Tesla's going to explode in the near future.
Yeah, especially the Model 3
Yeah.
finally starts getting shipped out. Yeah,
I'm glad.
I'm glad.
Is
That's
Very
that a
glad.
reference to rockets malfunctioning? Tesla's gonna explode. I'm hilarious.
They
But
actually put
that's
out a video.
SpaceX, not Tesla.
But Tesla,
They actually put out
Tesla
a
is
video recently
investing
of
though.
all the freaking rocket fails so far.
Really?
It's like how not to land the rocket booster.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well then.
We can watch that later. That video is really funny. And
Only
next-
if you're a nerd.
Oh. Even Michael Bay would enjoy that video.
No, of course he would. He loves anything with explosions.
But yeah, we also have Valve having to deal with review bombing because
Elaborate.
I'm gonna sum up this whole thing that happened real quick. Basically, PewDiePie was playing PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds,
Oh,
was shooting
Lord.
at someone, got mad, and he ended up using the N-word
He dropped the hard
with
R.
the ER.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. This was a
Oh,
topic. Yeah.
shit. Oh my god.
yeah. Wait, you haven't heard about this, Daniel?
No, this is the first
Yeah,
time I heard of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
It was
This
all
isn't the
over.
first thing he's done.
It
Like that kind
absolutely decimated Twitter. It's like he said what?
Oh my god.
and like he said it so like smoothly, like it didn't just accidentally come out. They just rolled off his tongue so quick.
Yeah,
See the fun.
that was like the first thing that came to mind, and it's like if he says that or
Like,
so casually,
Then
that's
that
like,
says a lot.
that
Instead of
implies
the
that he
usual-
says it all the time.
that
Yeah.
Instead of the usual F bomb.
He's done
Yeah.
other stuff like
Of
this
course.
before in the past, like the Nazi jokes
he is
and all that.
That's without context, though. I mean, with context, the Nazi jokes made sense. It's like the equivalent if I were to do this, and then that's the joke. So there's a lot of missing context with that particular thing.
Yeah. So he did that. Twitter like more or less blew up about it.
Yeah.
People on both sides, people upset, people defending him and everything.
Yeah.
And basically the developer of Firewatch got like super triggered. So he was like,
Really?
I'm issuing a DMCA takedown of all his videos with our game on his channel.
Which they cannot do legally. That is highly illegal. It is. Because that's abuse of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, which is highly illegal.
They're gonna find a way around that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course there's
It's their
always
product.
'Cause it's
always
technically-
loopholes because it's a gray
It's
area.
technically their game, it's their property.
Let's put it this way. You're all familiar with Feminist Frequency, right?
Well, of course, unfortunately.
They actually came out in defense of PewDiePie and said, as abhorrent as the things PewDiePie has said, Digital Millennium copyright strikes are not the way to do it. And I was just like, something agreeable?
Yeah,
Wow.
I actually agree because the main problem with this, nowhere in that PUBG stream, nowhere anywhere around this whole incident was he even mentioning Firewatch. This dev
Yeah,
just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, you played our game like maybe a few months ago.
Oh.
I want to get relevant
I
again.
thought
So
he
let me
was
take
play-
down your videos.
Oh, so he was playing PlayerUnknown.
He was
Okay.
playing PUBG when he said it. So like the
Okay.
Firewatch dev just came out of nowhere.
Firewatch
Yeah,
is a
completely
good game.
unrelated.
Like
Oh, so they
Firewatch,
just got triggered at what he did while playing.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
game. Oh, okay, yeah, that's
like
kind of.
if he wanted to be relevant again, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Make
no, that's
Firewatch
relevant now,
2.
'cause-
Huh?
Make Firewatch 2.
Exactly.
That's how you get relevant
Because
again.
it was a great game, but it was a one-off thing. Like once you beat the story, you're done. I mean,
But yeah,
what do you go back to?
Yeah, but yeah, he was just trying to become relevant again, and now he is in the infamous way because now he's getting review bombed on Steam
Oh, yeah.
for
the-
being stupid because
Yeah.
that was a really
Yeah.
dumb thing to do.
yeah, and pardon this pun, Firewatch is getting roasted right now on Steam.
Like I could see if the
I'll have to
PUBG
check
dev
out the
actually did
reviews then.
this, I could kind of understand it. But
Yeah.
nowhere in that stream was Firewatch even
Yeah, he just
mentioned.
like came out of nowhere.
So that's the flagrant abuse of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that really irritates me.
Yeah, that
Because
was
it's
just
like
dumb.
there was a big incident with a music composer called Alex Mauer who started who claimed that oh god I can't remember if it was he or she I think she started issuing DMCA strikes on a lot of Let's Players, not because she created the game, but because she created all of this music and sound assets, and she felt like she had all of the rights to it, so she started copyright striking every single like Let's Player who did Let's Plays of Star Mazer, I believe it was called, Star Mazer DMX. And it was to the point that Star Mazer was taken off of Steam to replace all of the sound effects and music to get rid of this, and it was an absolute mess. And I highly butchered it. I'm highly butchering the story. Just look up the whole Alex Mauer debacle if you want more information. Sid Alpha did a bunch of really informative videos about it, covering the entire thing. But it's flagrant abuse of the DMCA that I absolutely despise, no matter what. So it's like, to me, the whole PewDiePie incident is like a drop compared to flagrant abuse of the DMCA. Because that's threatening so many things. And let's just not mince words. PewDiePie at this point is a liability to the rest of YouTube
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
because of how
that's the
controversial
main
he
reason
is.
I'm upset. He's like the face of YouTube, and he's saying stuff like that. He's the reason the whole adpocalypse thing is happening right now.
Twice.
Yeah, he almost said it again, like a few days after that.
It's
He
just-
called himself, but like he almost said it again.
he is at this point a liability. It's like, PewDiePie, please stop. You have over 50 million subscribers around the world. That's a crazy number. That's like,
And a lot of those are
you
kids.
have
That's the
you
main
have
reason
a
this is a
And I
problem.
still
like
fail
I
to understand
understand
why.
I understand your whole shtick is edgy humor, but you should just, you have a responsibility as being the number one.
Yeah.
Well, the sad thing is this behavior is becoming mainstream now.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like
him saying the
I
word.
don't even know what's right anymore. You know,
like him saying the word, I was like, whatever. Like I don't think he's a racist or anything like that.
no, it's just a
But
gamer
like
thing.
the people
you know?
defending him,
It's-
oh my
Yeah, the people
god.
defending him
Oh
seem
yeah,
worse
no,
than.
I can believe what these people are saying, because I see this kind of behavior like on 9gag and 4chan all the time,
Yep,
and
I see all
obviously
the
I'm gonna
time.
find it there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
The thing is, what bothers me is that like that's the word he goes to immediately. Like he didn't
Instead of
do
the traditional
he didn't do the
F-bomb.
tried and
Yeah.
true motherfucker. He didn't
Yeah.
do that. He went straight for that. I don't get
Yeah.
it. Why?
Yeah, that,
Yeah.
God.
Like why that specific word? There are tried and true curse words all around the place, and
He goes,
why that one?
yeah.
Why?
So it's just like, I don't know.
I don't know. But,
Yeah.
That's the only thing with that.
Like when I saw it on there, I was like, well,
Well,
I'm not
that's
surprised.
that's gonna. Twitter's not going to shut up about that for a few days.
I was like, for one, you're a dumbass. That's the most thing I thought.
Yeah.
Then I saw all over Twitter and all over YouTube comment sections.
Because he
people
should know how
defending
people
him.
would have reacted to that.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
I
thing.
mean, you'd think he'd learn by now, but
Yeah.
you know, honestly, it again, like I'm not gonna try and defend it. That is, no one should say it, but
Nah.
it's kind of you see a lot of people doing
Doing
that
it,
in
yeah.
like video games and online.
Especially,
You know, it's the equivalent of like people saying retard or something. You know, like
Basically,
yeah.
that back then, like, you didn't say that.
Now
but
it's like,
I mean, everyone says it now, you know.
yeah,
So it's just like, I don't know if it's like some reverse psychology stuff going on, but I don't know. I just, he may have said it out of an instinct or something.
Yeah.
With that said, I think we're going to move on to the next topic then.
Yeah.
Well, let me just finish up that one. But yeah, so the deal with the review bombing Firewatch is getting, Valve when added in a type of histogram for the reviews. So it shows reviews from a certain time period.
Yeah.
So like you can see like easily, oh, look at this, it started getting negative reviews on this day.
Yeah.
So it must have been something outside of the actual game, or you can just check them and see.
Well, that's good.
Okay, so you can plot when, like, there's a spike here. I wonder what's that. Oh, it was on this day. What happened on this day? Oh, that's what happened. It's outside controversy. That's a really good tool.
Yeah.
That was a good move on Valve's part.
They added
And they're
that.
still experimenting. They say they might refine it even more or something. They'll see how it works.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's necessary because that's happened a lot. Like with the whole ukulele and JonTron thing.
Oh yes, definitely.
I
Like,
was getting review bombed just for that controversy reason, not the actual game itself. So.
as much as I disagreed with Playtonic on their decision, I really did have to feel bad for Playtonic because it's like, oh God, like, oh no, it's an absolute Firewatch. It's like, oh Lord, no. Anyway,
And one topic I found like happened a few days ago. The PUBG dev got upset at this other game coming out called Fortnite Battle Royale, which is
wasn't it because it's like similar to
it's the
PUBG?
same thing more or less. It just looks a little different, and this one's free to play.
You had to expect that, though. I mean, you have
Yeah.
you have Overwatch and then Paladins.
Yeah,
I mean, like, Player Unknown can't really get upset because his idea was Hunger Games.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, his idea was
yeah.
Hunger Games, which Minecraft did that
Imitation.
the second the movie came out. It became mainstream. That was a thing on Minecraft.
Imitation is the highest form of flattery.
It's gonna happen. You
It
know,
is,
it's
it
like
really is.
it happens every day in your grocery store. Even like you have Cheerios, and then you have generic O's,
Honey O's.
booty O's.
But yeah, they were like saying like they were thinking about escalating the matter
Oh,
to some level over the game. I'm like, don't ruin what you have
Aren't
right
they
now.
both
what was it, Savanti? It was Oreos and cream betweens.
Cream
Cream
betweens, yeah.
betweens. Yep. No, just cream betweens.
Are they
That's
still both
amazing.
in early access?
Yeah.
I don't know.
One's free to play as well, but PUBG's 10 million highest play game on Steam.
I don't think
what
it
are you
matters
what
at
are you
that
scared
point.
of?
Yeah.
Like if there's one part that's a verbatim like rip off of the game, then I can understand for like that specific thing. But it's an idea, and you know people are gonna make their
There are
own
only
version
so
of
many
it.
Yeah,
concepts
just
in
look
it.
at how derivative survival crafting has become. Like, well, it's the second Minecraft became popular. It's like there's so many Minecraft rip-offs now.
Yeah.
Just go on Steam and look up survival crafting. I guarantee the first thing you're going to see are blocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, they said they wanted to clarify it wasn't because of the game itself. They're saying it was actually because Epic Games was like using their game in a way to promote Paladins, or not Paladins. Talk about that.
Yeah.
To promote the Fortnite Battle Royale. So they're more or less mad at just
Oh, okay.
they're
I
being
see.
used
Yeah,
as
yeah.
like a comparison for this game
Which
and
again,
not getting any compensation or
that's-
whatever. Which
Yeah, I can understand that.
I can
don't know.
kind of see.
I don't know because
Like they're using their assets in like trailers and stuff. I think from what they've said.
Yeah,
okay.
there is something like that because, like, when the Game Theorists, that channel, was becoming popular and MatPat was
That's
getting
the
really popular, there was another theorist channel that came out about video games, and it's a knee-jerk reaction. You can't help but feel just a little bit attacked when it's like, hey, that's my thing.
Yeah.
You just can't help it.
But again, it is a personal feeling. It's not a legal.
yes, it's
issue.
definitely not a legal precedent.
And
It's a personal
I
feeling.
can understand if they use assets in their from PUBG in their trailer, but if it were just like mentioning them, that's still okay because, like, for instance, you see companies that attack other companies on their like, oh, Domino's has better pizza than pizza, and
These
all
people would
that
not have
stuff.
survived in the 90s when Nintendo and Sega were
Yeah.
literally throwing direct shots at each
Exactly.
Yes.
So like, yeah, our console is better than the Sega does what Nintendo don't.
Hell,
I mean,
those-
that was literally
other.
his
Those
slogan.
PlayStation original ads, like
Yeah.
Where they were calling out Mario directly.
Yeah, that's true. They used to do that.
Man, it used to be a lot worse.
Even Ty did it. Like
Yeah.
the trailer for Ty the Tasmanian Tiger was in like a hospital, and it was
Spiral.
Bandicoot. It was Dragon, Bandicoot, Hedgehog, and they were like in like full body casts. And then here comes Ty sauntering through, and it's
wow.
like even Ty did it.
Yeah. And that was
Yeah.
And that's
recent.
an indie dev.
And that's an indie dev, yeah.
I mean, I think that the developer of PUBG, I think he's okay for now.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, that game is like a mod of H1Z1, is it?
Probably,
sounds
yeah.
about right.
It looks very similar.
Yeah.
But
Oh, excuse me.
as you said before, he literally hit 10 million.
Yeah, they're fine.
games.
Like, what's the
He's
threat?
They got Microsoft working with them now.
exactly.
Like,
He's fine.
You're set. Don't get jealous now. Like, you're set.
Yeah, people may go play the free to play version, but
I'll try it.
Yeah.
I already
mean,
bought
it's
Battlegrounds.
not gonna do much.
Yeah.
But yeah, the assets I can completely understand as a legal issue.
Yeah.
So yeah, like one thing that really got that one thing that really how do I word this? One game that really got under fire for stealing assets was the Orion Prelude series. You know, those dinosaur
yep.
games, and it was because they took several gun assets from Activision and Electronic Arts and Ubisoft, and they also the Tyrannosaurus Rex model was directly from
Yep.
Primal Carnage.
Mm.
And it's like,
And that
oh,
game
you
is-
messed up.
That
man.
game is a free to play now.
Orion Prelude, really?
Yeah, because they
Crap,
they
I paid
released,
like $2 for it.
Yeah, they released the sequel. I actually bought it when it came out because it was like $1, and I had it, and I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a free game now.
Anyway,
Alright,
what's our next topic?
Real quick one. Call of Duty World War II is going to have a open beta on PC on September 29th through October 2nd. And according to Sledgehammer Games, they actually want to try with this port, actually take community feedback and see if they can make the port actually at least decent. We'll see. It's open beta for free. I'll try it. I didn't. The one on PS4 wasn't open at any point, so I'll try it here and see. I don't believe they're gonna actually give a shit about this one. Like, PC is not the market for Call of Duty.
No, it's not.
World War II, since they're going back to the roots of the series, this one probably will sell more than the last like 3 have.
I don't know why people have such a hard on for World War II.
I don't know.
I really don't.
Because it was the Second Great War.
I don't understand why people have a hard on for any war.
Yeah.
But whatever. That's a different
I like
topic.
That's just a socio-political
Yeah,
thing.
exactly.
I like the sci-fi Call of Duties. Well,
Yeah.
I like most of them. Like, I don't like Infinite Warfare. From what I heard, that was trash. Black Ops 3, the multiplayer is good, but I heard the campaign was trash. Advanced Warfare is my guilty pleasure. That's my favorite COD, even though people hate it.
Ghost was a mistake.
Oh, Ghost was Infinity
Still
War
never
needs
played
to get let go because they haven't made a good game since Modern Warfare 2.
I
Yeah.
still say the next game should be like set underground. Like, you know, like in these big crystalline caverns and whatnot. That would be interesting. Sort of like Journey to the Center of the Earth sort of thing, you know? That'd be interesting.
But yep, so that's
They
that
wouldn't,
topic.
but yeah, that'd
They-
be cool.
Yeah, they wouldn't, but I mean, that'd be cool.
But yeah, so that's that topic. World War 2. I don't really care about that game. I'm looking forward to Battlefront 2 more than
I
that.
haven't cared about a Call of Duty game since.
Yeah, it's been a
Black Ops.
while since
Advanced Warfare was cool, but that's the last one I actually cared about.
I like the first Black Ops.
Black Ops was great.
Modern Warfare 3 was okay.
That was okay. Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is really good. I'm gonna get Modern Warfare Remastered eventually though, because I haven't played that one.
I love the first Modern Warfare. That's my favorite so far.
That's a lot of people's favorites.
But yeah, so next thing, kind of sad news. Bruce Straley is leaving Naughty Dog, and if you don't know who he is, he co-directed Uncharted 2, The Last of Us, and Uncharted 4.
Also, their
Wait,
best
who
games.
did
Oh.
you say?
Bruce Straley.
Oh, that's
Oh.
sad.
Their best games.
Like he
man.
co-directed Uncharted 2 with Amy Hennig, co-directed The Last of Us, and Uncharted 4 with Neil Druckmann.
Where's he going? Red Button Games. No.
Oh God!
Oh, Big Red Button. Excuse me.
But yeah, so we don't know what he's doing yet, next. He had nothing to announce. He's been with Naughty Dog though since, well, for 18 years, since Crash Team Racing, where he was a
Wow.
texture artist.
Oh my. That's quite a history
He rolls
there.
through the company all the way
Yeah.
up to like co-director on their major
That's good.
projects. Mm-hmm. See,
That's really
when
good.
Uncharted 4 came out, he took a year off. People kind of speculated then that he was going to leave, and he announced it a few days ago that he is leaving Naughty Dog. But they have Neil Druckmann, and Neil Druckmann alone can do a pretty good job. I mean, I'm sure someone else will rise up through the company like those two did. So, but yeah, everybody's leaving Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog lost a lot of their good people.
Luckily, it's the higher ups they're losing. The talent of the actual team
It's
There's
still
like
there.
is still there.
programmers and-
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
still there. So as far as that goes, that won't change. But yeah, if they lose Neil Druckmann though, that's when I think
That's
things are
be
going to go
like,
downhill.
Yeah, I kind of feel like he's gonna be gone soon.
Like maybe after
Last of Us
their
2.
after they do another new IP, they might finish off that new IP. Then I think he's gone. And hopefully,
Yeah.
someone else can raise up.
I can see
to
that.
spot. I don't know what their next game's going to be. I bet their next game might be sci-fi. It might be a sci-fi game because they had some concept art and it looked kind of sci-fi-ish for like a
Well,
project they were thinking
Jack-
about.
No
was-
Man's Sky 2.
Oh god.
No Man's Sky 2. They learned from the first one.
But yeah, so that's that. There's a full statement on Naughty Dog's website if you want to read that. But yeah, that's that. And speaking of PlayStation kind of publishers,
The
Insomniac Games, the platforming trio, Insomniac Games recently rebranded themselves, and this included a new logo which goes for a more minimalistic approach, basic font, and it has now 2 moons to make up the O instead of just the 1 moon. The feedback so far has been kind of mixed. Some people like it, some people hate it. And then there's people like someone on Twitter that made a picture of the logo that looks way better than the actual one they went with. And it's just like, okay, and so like I like what you did, but this moon might be a little too simple.
That's my biggest problem with
It's
Don't
a
mind
little
the-
too minimalistic.
Don't mind the squeaking in the background. That's Resident Evil 7 going on.
Cool.
Biohazard.
Like I like it, but I can understand why people don't.
You know, I've been with I've played Insomniac games since I was like 6. So seeing them
Yeah.
change their logo is
I was
like,
going to say I can't relate, but then I keep forgetting Spyro the
Spyro the
Dragon.
Dragon,
I
yeah.
keep forgetting
so
about
seeing
him.
them change their logo.
Fun thing about
kinda-
Spyro the Dragon, part of their rebrand means they're going to be more vocal with the community. So they have live streams now, way more often. The first game they played was Spyro 3 on the live stream.
Oh, that's cool.
I
Oh,
want
that's
that
cool. I
remake.
like that.
I want that remake.
I want that
Yeah, I
remake.
want that. Yeah,
need that.
I want that insane
Vicarious
trilogy
Visions.
for
Go ahead and start working
Spyro.
on that Spyro collection.
They'll probably call it something different.
I need that shit.
They saw how well Crash did. They take a hint.
Yeah, take the hint. Take the hint, please.
They're going to announce either Spyro or like Crash Team Racing at PSX for sure.
Well, I mean, Crash Team Racing would be cool.
I think they're going to announce. A lot of people want that as well. I think they'll do it.
But I want my Spyro.
Or maybe
want my
perhaps
Spyro with them,
Crash
yeah.
Bash.
Oh, I can play Crash Bash. I like Crash
They put out
Bash.
a demo disc that has the whole game on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had that demo disc actually.
God.
Back when demo discs were a thing.
Yep.
R.I.P.
Well, yeah, I'm going to click on their website.
But yeah,
The
like
website
I
also
said-
got a whole redesign.
I've been with Insomniac since I was like 6 years old. So seeing them change their logo is really. it's like-
I don't know,
But
but
yeah,
yeah, like
it's
the
nostalgia,
one
I
on
guess.
Twitter I liked more than the logo they showed there. But yeah,
Yeah.
It's mainly nostalgia on my part.
Yeah, it's nostalgia that's making me not love this new logo. But they put out a statement on their website as well saying it's been 15 plus years since they've changed the logo.
that's true. Yeah.
And like since then they've released 25 games, launched 13 new franchises,
Yeah.
grown from 50 employees to 275.
They grew really big.
and
Yeah.
having another studio open up, so they have one on both coasts. More than
Is
200 babies
Isn't
born.
Insomniac the only one of the 3 that isn't
Isn't owned by Sony. Yeah, they're still independent. Because they made Sunset Overdrive for Xbox One. And that was also a really good game from what I heard.
Still want to play that one.
Yeah, and they've earned like 18 workplace culture awards. So like they've
Deserved.
they've evolved and they've put out good games. They put out some bad games as well, but mostly good. Like I have a lot of good memories from their games. So yeah, there's the logo, and they are more mobile, public facing with the community. So they start doing streams on their Twitch channel, They're working on Spider-Man, which should come out next year unless it gets delayed.
I can't wait, especially with my new PS4.
Yeah, you got the Pro. You'll be able to play that in like 1800p or some
That
crap.
HDR.
And HDR. But oh yeah, Ratchet and Clank also has Pro support. But so yeah, Insomniac got the new logo. Looking forward to Spider-Man and whatever they do in the future. So
I'm not really too big on the new logo.
yeah,
It's nostalgia.
it's
for me,
nostalgia
like I
for me.
said.
But at the same time, someone made one on Twitter that was better. It took the same font in the new one, but made an actual moon that matches the font. I'm like, y'all should have really gone with that design. That would have been
Yeah.
perfect.
And talk about like
You'll have to show me that design because I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'll show you after. I showed them and like it's they keep the moon, but they make it more simplistic while keeping the features.
it's a minimalist style.
Oh,
move.
okay. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
It looks really nice. But so that's that. Next topic. Sony had their Tokyo Game Show, and I heard it was trash, so I didn't even watch it. I just
I
got
don't
the
know.
list.
I don't speak Japanese.
I just got the list of things that were announced.
I don't speak manga.
I don't
Mongos.
speak. I don't speak mangoes.
They announced Square Enix announced a game called Left Alive, which is a brand new survival action shooter set in the dark and gritty world,
I don't speak Oni-chan.
being directed by Armored Core director
I'm funny, I swear.
Toshifume Nabeshima. Hope I pronounced that right. And the character designs were from the guy that designed Metal Gear Solid's artwork.
Yes,
Oh,
I saw that
okay.
on
That's what I-
PlayStation
that's what I
Plus on
remember seeing.
Facebook.
Yeah,
That kind of
the
rubs
cover
me
art
the
looked
wrong
cool.
way.
I was like, oh, that looks really cool.
That really does rub me the
I
wrong
thought it was
way.
Metal Gear for a second. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, new game.
Because I don't want... I want that art style to be
simply-
Metal Gear.
People are gonna recognize that.
It won't
for
be. I
that
don't think
first
it'll
and
be in the
foremost.
game that much. It'll look like it,
I know,
but it won't
but
be.
they've already done the damage.
Yeah.
The Metal Gear artwork is no longer the Metal Gear artwork now.
Yeah. Well, it'll always
To
be
me,
known as what
it
started that.
soiled it.
Soiled it.
But yeah,
But yeah, they showed off a trailer, not showing any gameplay, but there were some screenshots. It's gonna be a third-person shooter.
they were originally going to make a Metal Gear theme survival
Well,
shooter.
actually, I
don't
think-
know if they're still
Oh,
making
Metal Gear
it or
Survive.
not.
They're still
Yeah.
making
Oh, are
it.
you
They're
talking
still-
about that
okay.
weird rhinoceros horn thing?
Yeah.
Metal Gear
So
Survive, they're still
yeah.
making it.
Okay.
And people still are gonna probably boycott it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't
buying
like
it.
how it looks at all.
I don't like Konami.
That
so
is, it's the most stupid freaking
Still haven't
thing.
played on.
It's flagrant abuse
Still haven't
of
played
their
in
own
GS5.
IP.
I played
Yeah.
on Ground Zeroes and beat that, but I haven't played the
That's
actual
sweet.
It's like
Defense of
it's
Pain yet.
it's like if Nintendo released a Metroid game that's not a Metroid game. Oh wait. Oh wait.
But yeah, like
But yeah, that was announced. Monster Hunter World got a release date for January 26th, and there's a pre-order bonuses, of course, like skins and stuff. And there's a collector's edition which will come with the game, a soundtrack CD, a figure, and an art book.
Oh boy.
I'll
Cool.
be sure to not care even
Shadow
more
of
than
the
I do.
Colossus PS4 got a new trailer.
It did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this.
Huh.
Yep, showed some more of that. Game looks great.
I'm
So,
picking that up too.
I want to see that soon.
Final Fantasy IX is going to be released on the PS4
Really?
Yeah.
with
Cool.
trophy
This-
support and all that.
If you're a JRPG fan, if you haven't played that game yet, play it. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm not,
It's one of the best Final Fantasies.
Indeed.
I don't care if
It's honestly, I heard that one's like
We
one of the
know.
most underrated Final Fantasy games
It
out
is.
there.
Yeah, is one of the best though.
Indeed.
Zone of Enders, the second runner, remastered with VR support.
That name bothers me.
I don't even know what this game is, but
Yeah, I'm just okay.
I'm sure
whatever.
people. Noctis was officially announced for Final Fantasy Dissidia,
Wow.
We've already known that
which
for
we
months.
knew this was going
Actually,
to happen for months. Like we'd be disappointed if he wasn't in the game.
have they announced a release date for the other characters? Because there's only going to be like 6 characters in the base Dissidia game, and then more characters come later in a free update.
Don't say
Really?
anything about that.
Yeah,
yet.
like Kefka is not going to be is not going to ship with the game.
Cool.
And, like Terra isn't either. I don't know who else. Like they really cut down the roster for this new
Compared
Dissidia
to
game.
12, yep, I figured that.
Oh, it's like 12 had a really huge roster, and then this one's like
I think almost 30
it's like a
characters.
pittance compared. It's like
Dang.
look at the roster for Smash Brothers Brawl. It's like the new Dissidia is like the Smash 64 sort of
Oh,
amount.
man.
It's like in
Yeah.
comparison, it's like that's not literal, but it's like It's
Yeah,
like
it's around
it's like
that.
by compare, that's like the roster's
I'm hoping to add
tiny.
more. I really am.
They'll add more eventually because the arcade gets support still too. So
The game looks so good though.
Yeah, it does.
Like I want that game.
yeah,
That'll be so much fun.
Dragon's Crown was confirmed for PS4,
Cool.
and it will be released in Japan on January 25th. Don't know about the states. Japan Studio VR Music Festival. Okay, I remember seeing this picture on Twitter a few months ago.
Oh yeah, I saw.
It was like a orchestra they had
I saw there wasn't a new
of
game.
Japanese Sony music. So yeah, that's interesting, I guess. Neko Atsume cat collecting sim coming to
What?
PSVR.
Yeah.
Sounds like
See,
How about no?
we're getting into the weeb shit now.
That screams Japan.
You want a good PlayStation VR game? Look up Polybius. And no, I'm not talking about the urban legend. Someone actually made the game Polybius.
And that was it. So yeah, that conference was terrible.
Sleep.
I sleep. Yeah.
That was it. So the console yeah, was
TGS.
definitely terrible.
Well, I mean, they're cat people, so they sleep.
I'm hoping Sony can redeem themselves at either
PSX. Please, PSX.
not Gamescom. They're having one more conference this year before PSX. I think
hoping.
Paris Games Week. Hopefully they can redeem themselves at Paris Games Week or at PSX. The PSX people need to get their expectations a little lower. Last year's was so good. There's no way they're going to be able to do that again. It might be.
The PSX was good.
Last year's was
You
That
talking about?
depends if
It
we
was
have-
okay.
Marvel vs. Capcom revealed.
That game sucks.
Well, I mean, for the hype back then.
Oh,
Marvel vs. Capcom, Crash footage, Last of Us 2, Battlefront. There was that
Wasn't
conference.
it-
Wait, are we talking about the same conference?
You're thinking of E3.
You're thinking of
No,
E3.
no, no. I'm not thinking of E3.
Oh,
PSX last year. Lost Legacy revealed at the beginning.
That
My
was the
bad.
one. That was the time that they unveiled the triple layer cake design, right?
No.
That was the time they
That,
unveiled
that
the
was a separate,
Slim.
that was a separate New York meeting. No. There was no reveal for a console at PSX last year. You didn't watch it, actually. You just saw the notes, probably.
No, I'm pretty.
I
I
think
watched.
Jacob
I
watched
wa-
it. I
No,
think
I
Jacob
watched a
watched
PlayStation exclusive conference,
It might have been for
and like
the
they were
Pro.
talking about HDR.
That
and
was the
whatnot.
Pro's reveal in New York. That was just a crappy meeting.
Okay.
That
I
one-
can't
that was-
remember any of
That one
these.
was
there are
trash.
can't.
there are too many.
They kind of go. They
I
kind of.
watch them once and I forget them.
They all blend together.
That-
to
that
me.
It
I'm
depends
sorry.
on the effect it has.
That
on it.
meeting
Yeah.
was trash. Everybody hated that one.
Yeah.
Now PSX started out with
PSX
Uncharted.
last year was good.
Then Marvel vs. Capcom 4
Like people
Infinite
won't
was
shut up
revealed.
about it. I was
Then
at
like
work though. So
Crash footage, Patapon remastered, Crash remastered,
Patapon. Oh my god.
Hey, don't sleep
Wipeout the
on
Mega
Patapon.
Collection, Last of Us 2. PSX last year was one of their best conferences in years.
Yeah.
Sleep.
So this one is this one is not going to be as
Yeah,
good.
it's like
Get your,
I guess I'm a dummy then.
get your expectations down, people. But yeah,
It turns out being the absolute best.
if it is, that'll be
If it makes it
fucking
for
amazing.
E3, I don't care.
I was wrong with most of my
Anything
predictions
just
for
step
PSX.
up from their E3.
That E3 was trash.
It was complete
it's
and utter
terrible.
manure.
Again, how are you gonna swing?
That pregame
Like-
show.
like
Dudes had a
the
How are you
only-
gonna have a pre-game show and not
Like
be
we
able
have
to
so much
sustain?
content.
The pre-show was better.
The only notable thing
Yeah, the
was,
pre-show was
Low-key?
better.
Matter of fall, what looked lit.
The
GT
Spider-Man
Sport.
gameplay.
Yeah,
And that was
the God
last.
of War trailer was
Yeah, God of War, and then I guess Lost
Shadow
Legacy,
Colossus.
but
Even the God of War stuff was like, okay.
I expected this.
Yeah,
Like,
like, I saw this last year, but I
yeah, it's
that
just.
being said, nobody cares about Final Fantasy VII anymore.
no.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
That
that.
remake?
Yeah,
And
you
the-
forgot about it.
that's a
Exactly.
thing. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's forgotten about
It's
it.
the episodic thing.
Like I love how like
Wait, it's
they-
episodic.
Yeah, they're making
That's what
episodic.
they're rumored to be doing.
The game's already
Oh,
complete. Why is it
God.
episodic?
Square
They're
Enix
making
trying
a
to
lot
get
of changes.
The
Money.
game, but the game
It's
was,
Square Enix, Jacob.
but the game was completed. What 20 years
But-
They're
ago?
remaking
money.
it from the
Square
ground up.
Senpai.
money.
People will buy it.
They're making pay the same
They're
money.
gonna do some crap like, oh, the original was 4 discs. Let's have 4 separate releases.
Next, they're gonna section off a whole game boat onto a little figure.
Oh wait,
I
Okay.
box.
Well,
We'll talk about that later. We'll talk about that later.
all right.
but yeah. So that was TGS. It was trash.
Yep.
But I was actually wrong about PSX predictions last year about 2 things. I made a video saying I don't expect us to get Marvel vs. Capcom news. I don't expect us to get Last of Us 2 footage or see Red Dead. I was wrong about 2 of those things. And I was like,
Oh yeah.
wow.
What they haven't updated us about Red Dead 2.
They actually put a thing out recently.
I forgot
It's
saying
about
red
that.
and it's
they
dead.
will have more
Yes.
information about Red Dead on 2 on September 29th, I think.
Wow.
Which
'Cause
means
I-
probably a new trailer, or they'll announce it's got delayed again.
I love how we're having release dates for trailers. Hoping that the trailers,
Square Enix kind of started
hoping that the
Dates for
trailers on the release
information.
date actually give us a release date.
That's what these
Yeah.
Rockstar dudes have done.
That's amazing.
These
Square kind of
Rockstar
started
stands.
that.
Fucking Square. Oh,
These
Square.
Rockstar stands. Like
We're gonna have a release date for the release date.
Square.
Like, come on,
Why
bro.
are you like this?
Marvel did that shit too in the movie world, but yeah.
But yeah, next topic.
Yeah. Next
All right,
topic. Oh boy, we're getting into Nintendo stuff.
Oh,
Time to
yay.
roast.
I got something kind of sweet first and a little
Okay.
depressing.
All right.
So apparently the Switch has a built-in tribute to Iwata.
Yes.
A
R.I.P.
Switch owner told on a gaming forum that NES Golf randomly appeared on her Switch screen, and basically the story with that is back when Golf was being made, there were a bunch of problems with the development of it fitting onto the NES. So Iwata, back when he was a programmer, found a way to have the whole game fit onto the found a way to have the game's 18-hole course fit onto the console's memory. But for him, they couldn't get it to actually fit on the cartridge. So as a tribute, they put Golf onto the Switch, like built into its internal memory.
Oh,
And
that's
on his
cool.
birthday, it should unlock if you do a secret thing with the Joy-Cons.
Yep.
That's cool.
Oh,
That
that's
is-
cool.
That's really sweet. I like that.
I like that. Now time to roast them.
Oh wait,
Next
no.
topic.
Before that, did you know that they have confirmed that Waluigi is uncircumcised?
Are you
What?
serious?
My
Yeah.
first.
What?
Why?
Why?
It came out of nowhere. It was an interview of the president of Nintendo with Game Informer, and they were talking about Breath of the Wild, and then all of a sudden, from what I can understand, I haven't read it yet. All of a sudden, he started talking about uncircumcision, and Waluigi apparently still has his foreskin.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do with this information?
that was my exact reaction. What am I supposed to do with this?
I guess it's
the
just-
fan artists now have
Yeah, that's true.
boy.
They have a canon.
accurate details.
Yeah. Oh my
It's gonna
gosh.
be canon,
I
right?
feel like it's parody though, because the line under it was also talking about how the Shy Guys don't have a gag reflex. So
Why?
They're just, being,
what is
they're
it?
just being horny and
I-
Yeah,
stuff.
it's just Japan being Japan.
I feel like that article might have been parody, but I don't know.
They're just horny as
So
shit.
I'm just
That's
being
all that was.
I'm just being a horrible person. I'm just spreading rumors that could not be real.
All
Me and
right.
Tech Peasants cannot confirm or deny that article actually.
I will not
Look
be held
it up though.
responsible.
It'd be hilarious if that's actually a thing.
All right.
We will not be held
Next.
Alright, so
responsible. for-
roasting time.
All right. Next topic. This one's a mild roast, but like it's still good
We'll,
news.
we'll work our
So
way
we're
into
gonna
work our
it.
way.
We'll
Oh
fire
yeah,
it
we're
up.
definitely gonna get
Yeah.
there.
We'll have our moment of levity in the middle, and then we'll continue.
We can't have a Tech Peasants podcast
Without
without
roasting
roasting
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
And then playing Smash immediately after.
Yeah, and then play Smash. It's true.
So, during their last Nintendo Direct, Doom and Wolfenstein 2: The New Colossus were confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch.
Cool.
Doom
I
will
don't
come.
Sounds
understand
cool
how
from
they're
my
gonna
side.
run, but
Doom will
alright.
come later this year. Wolfenstein will come next year.
I do not understand how
So
Wolfenstein's
here's
gonna
where we
run.
get to the roast part. Although there's been some changes in official documentation.
Man, look.
So Doom, there's like a little snippet of gameplay they put out in the actual Direct, but people at the event were able to play it on the handheld mode. The game looked like shit.
I'd imagine so.
Now, but here's what makes it worse. So, here's the first flaw with the game. It's running at 30 frames.
No.
Now,
no,
Doom
no.
is a game that targets 60 on every single other platform.
Yeah.
On PS4, Xbox One, and on PC, it's 60 frames.
Yes.
And it actually looks decent at 60 frames. On the consoles, it's like around the medium settings preset. And then, of course, on PC, you can do whatever you want. But, like, so for this, Digital Foundry looked at the game. It looks like it's running at below low settings. Which, for consoles, that's actually not that rare for demanding games.
I know, but
But
still.
it's still bad. It's
Like-
Doom. Doom is one of the most well-optimized games
exactly.
of this
That's what I
generation.
was gonna say. Like it. There's no amount of optimization to make that game look good on the Switch. That is
Yeah, it's-
all the freaking
So-
Switch's fault.
So you could say the
No,
project
I'm
is
not even gonna. No.
the
Nah,
project is
Jacob.
doomed.
God
No.
dang it. Actually, it might not be. But from what we've seen so far,
I sleep.
Doom runs
I
at a little lower resolution than 540p. Now, if you don't know what 540
That is crisp.
now, if you don't know what 540p is, one, that's the Vita's
Beautiful
resolution.
540p.
Yeah, the
That's the Vita's resolution.
Vita's.
And two, that's like the technical minimum
That's
for
also-
high definition.
That's
Yeah.
also the resolution for Temple OS.
Oh god. But that's like that's the technical minimum for high definition. And it's running it below that. Now, Doom has a dynamic resolution on consoles, so it can jump up from like 1080p or maybe down to 720. So it might jump up to 540p, but so far we've seen it below low settings.
You gotta be kidding me.
Under
Like,
540p, 30 frames per second.
We stopped with the 480p stuff at the Wii.
Yep.
You know,
PS2 era and stuff.
That-
Yeah.
you've got to be kidding me. There's literally a game.
It's
being
okay though. It's
released-
Nintendo.
Yeah, they can get away with it. They can get away with
There's literally be a game
here's-
being released, and it is 480p at minimum, or 540. You said right?
Yep.
540.
That's like the highest
No.
it's
Here's-
shown to go so far.
Here's the thing. This
God.
is the Nintendo.
So that's the max, then.
Nintendo has the perfect strategy to make this thing work. One, when you make physical releases of the game, you make it pretty by putting it in a red case and in a little red cartridge. And that's going to make people go nuts. Two, make a Cocodemon amiibo. There you go. It's going to sell like hotcakes.
Yep.
Yep.
And here's
That's
the thing.
that's the Nintendo way. That's
Here's the
how
thing,
it's
people
going
are
to
already
work.
defending it on Twitter.
Of course they
I was joking around when this came out. I was like, now
them
people are
people.
going to damage
These
control.
corporate slaves.
Now people are going to damage control, saying, "Oh, it's like the original Doom running at 30 frames."
Oh my
Because the
god.
original,
you serious?
Yeah, because the original actually was 30 max. But that
Wasn't
was
that,
back then when PC hardware was
Wasn't
like
that
potato.
like bits?
It was 2D.
It was
emulating
literal
3D,
bits. Yeah, it was.
And then when it was bits,
So that's not a good argument then.
they're gonna make the argument though.
Oh man.
Because they're Nintendo corporate slaves.
Now, according to the official rumors, though, they plan to have the game actually be 720p.
I don't
it
see
comes
I don't
out.
know how.
I don't
though.
think
don't
that's
see it.
possible.
I
Are we
don't
going
either.
back to like polygonal Nintendo 64
It's
models?
gonna be like the actual Doom from
Yeah,
back then.
yeah, they'll just port the Doom on.
They might as well do that. That'll probably sell better.
That would run actually.
That would make more sense.
Yeah, that would make more
that'll
sense.
run, yeah.
But yeah, this is man. I'm glad the Switch is getting games.
The thing-
but bruh,
The thing is, I can imagine why the Switch can't run Doom well is because everything's so gelatinous and fluid in Doom.
Yeah.
Like Doom is a spectacle to look at.
Yeah, it is.
It's like I have no idea how the Switch is going to be able to do that.
well again, the game
Like-
is like the most optimized game of this gen.
yeah, I know.
Potato
but
quality can run it, but
Yeah.
the Switch is just straight up dog shit. It surpasses Potato, goes to dog shit.
I know how well optimized it is, but it's just like I have no
No amount
idea
of
how on
optimization
earth you can
will
put
make
that on the
that.
Switch.
Yeah.
There's no
No.
way.
Yeah.
There's no way. Like
Who
I
asked
like,
for this?
Like Breath of the Wild really blows me away, but it's like Doom is an absolute spectacle. Breath of the Wild, you look at it, it's like that looks nice,
Nintendo?
but Doom is like
It's like
Zelda
they're-
has a
Whoa.
That game was
simplistic
good.
but appealing art style.
Doom is like realistic.
Doom-
like Doom. They grab you with their color themes.
Yeah.
yeah.
Or
I
the red,
red,
the
what
range.
grabbed me wasn't really the color theme; it was just the how gelatinous everything
Yeah.
is. I loved
The
Everything
texture.
is
like
so fluid.
there's like this spider boss that you're fighting and
Yeah.
it's like as the fight continues you see the damage that you're doing and it's like its movements get worse as more of its musculature gets torn apart. It's
Yeah.
just like, oh, that is beautifully
Yeah,
gory.
That game is
That is beautifully gory.
one of my favorite games of this gen so far. So I'm glad the Switch is getting one of the best games of this gen. But you're going
It's
to be
not
getting
gonna-
like a cell phone version
Gonna
of
be
it.
a watered
And
down.
once again, Nintendo, you are stupid for putting a freaking mobile
It's a pocket version. There you
mobile
go.
freaking hardware in a console.
Making
the
a
thing
handheld.
is that
and
wouldn't have
acting like it's a
exactly been
console.
Nintendo's decision. That would have been the developer's decision.
No,
No,
Nintendo,
I'm talking about
Nintendo,
the Switch.
Switch itself.
The Switch
Oh,
for
yeah,
having
yeah.
such
Nintendo-
shitty
Oh,
yeah,
hardware.
Let's make a handheld, but make it also say it's a
Exactly.
console.
And let's make it weaker than the Wii U.
God.
Is it?
It is.
Oh yeah, it's very
Pretty
it's,
much, yeah.
It's slightly weaker than the Wii U.
Right, this much, but still. Yeah.
Like,
Do they?
the
like
newer
the-
console is weaker. That's Nintendo for you.
You think the next console
It'd
would
be
upgrade
stronger,
that?
yeah.
Like Kevon, the definitive version of Breath of the Wild, no matter what people say, it is
It's
the Wii U version. Like, yes, you have less alpha effects. Who cares? It's more stable.
Frame rate's better.
Yeah.
Sure,
And
you
then
don't
on
have
the-
touchscreen support. Who cares?
cares?
The menus work just fine
Gimmick,
with your little
yeah.
thumbs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
And then, like, if you dock it, the frame rate goes completely unplayable, like 20 frames max.
When
But
you
900p.
dock it?
Yeah.
No,
It goes
no,
up to
no, no.
900p. Well, it doesn't, not 20 max, but it's mostly at 20 because it's 900p native
Yeah.
when you dock it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
This
Frame rate
is,
just tanks. It's,
Yeah.
it's more playable on mobile mode.
yeah.
this is why the next time I play Breath of the Wild, I already own the game, so I mean I have no fault with using my PC for it.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
I already own the game, Nintendo. I already own your amiibo.
I ain't
Piss
supporting y'all
off.
niggas, but
Let me do my
Piss off.
thing. Let me do my thing. I want to experience
I'm not supporting y'all.
Fish husband
over there at
in
Nintendo.
God.
1080 in 1080p 60.
I'm still mad that it's weaker than the Wii U.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Handheld.
Oh,
ass
yeah.
shit.
Nintendo's concern is not
I
power.
know,
Or
but
quality.
They're concerned. Their main concern
Yeah.
is giving us a different
They're trying to be
experience.
innovative.
Hopefully,
That's-
hopefully next time they get the idea and just make GameCube 2.
Please.
Just
I'd
make
buy, I'd buy
GameCube
that.
too.
I buy
I
it.
would too.
I buy it if they support it.
If they actually have some good games.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like put Mario Odyssey on GameCube 2 and I'll be good. Like that's like the main major contention point with
I'm
me is just
legit
like I do not want the Switch, but Mario Odyssey, oh boy.
And Metroid Prime 4.
We don't know anything about that
but
one
just
though.
the name though.
That's why they dropped
grabs
it.
you.
Yeah, that's why they dropped it.
Okay.
That's why they
It's not
name
gonna come out
dropped.
till
They
2 years
needed
later.
some-
We need
they
more
needed
Switch
a-
sales.
They needed a bombshell.
We need more
true.
Switch sales.
It's
Hey,
not gonna
bro,
come out till
go
like
Premiere Pro.
2019.
We make the Metroid Prime
That's
4
going to
logo.
be 2019 Q1 at earliest.
I'll buy Switch used when
Just
when
for
that
four.
comes
Wait,
out.
what? You said Metroid Prime 4 Q? It's
At the earliest,
Q1
Q1
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
At
2020.
the earliest.
2020.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking
That's
that
what I'm.
too.
Yeah,
I'm thinking
I'm being
2020.
generous, but yeah.
Like,
Point is, at the end of the Switch's lifespan,
it'll be on the Switch and whatever the next console
If
is.
the Switch lasts that long.
Well,
I think it will.
It's doing so
doing so
colossally
fucking well.
Who
Really?
knows?
Dumbass,
Oh yeah,
dumbass fanboys.
it's doing
buying
colossally
garbage.
well.
Y'all are giving Nintendo the wrong message by supporting this dog shit console. But just keep doing
speak
it.
what
By
you
the
want.
way, I got to experience. I already told this a couple podcasts ago, but I got to first-hand experience a Nintendo Switch, and I got to lick a cartridge. It's awful.
It
It actually
Yeah.
tastes hard.
Oh yeah, I remember
It's
that.
the
I
most
wanna try
bitter
it.
thing I've ever had. Like I am what you would call a super taster, so I can taste I have really good taste buds, so I can taste the bitterness of PTC paper. Those cartridges are so intense. It was just like,
I want to eat one.
oh, it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, 3-year-old
Yes,
Kevon
I
over
want
here.
Make a sandwich with it, you know? I mean, I'd do it.
serve a better purpose than actual.
Oh, it was so bitter.
All right.
Anyway, continue
Oh
on.
yeah, so
That was
Doom's
just
coming
a
out later
warm-up.
this year.
Yeah, that.
Wolfenstein,
Oh,
yeah,
God.
we're getting ready. Wolfenstein 2, we'll see how
Jesus,
that
no,
runs.
No.
But yeah, now
It's not.
here's where we go all the fuck off on Nintendo for sticking with the past and not evolving.
Great.
So Nintendo filed copyright
Yep.
strikes against a mod for Super Mario 64 where you could play online with friends.
Mm-hmm.
So you can no longer download Super Mario for Super 64
So-
online, or even watch the creators'
You
videos
can.
or gameplay
You can
footage.
still download it.
It's on the internet.
Okay,
It's always
so-
there.
Different name.
So I
took down to like
I've
the main
had
link.
firsthand experience with this. So like one of my friends introduced it to me when it came out, and the next day I downloaded it, and me and my other friend we tried getting online, and it worked. It took a while because
Yeah,
I
I
mean
remember
it's
that.
it's very early, and the developer of it had to work out the kinks, but
I want to play as Rosalina.
yeah, you can.
I know, I want
Yeah,
to.
there's like so many. They plan on adding like, they I want to say they want to make it like an MMO kind of thing, like
Ooh.
where it's a hub.
Cool.
That'd be
And
so cool.
they're planning to add like different game modes, like prop hunt kind of things. You know,
that'd be so cool.
So this mod is very cool, and it originated from the Super Mario 64 multiplayer mod, and I've played that.
you can check out some gameplay footage of that mod over
Yeah.
on Retrotech Comms. It's Titan Luigi.
Yep.
But
yeah,
so the guy's name was
K's Emmanuel.
Case
I think.
Emmanuel. He's been
Yep.
developing mods and hacks for the game for years.
He started multiplayer mod, and I've loved playing that so
So
much.
fun.
That was a great
Yeah.
mod.
It
Well,
was so fun.
Unfortunately, he received a batch of emails
Mm-hmm.
informing him that one, his Patreon had been deleted,
God.
and that his account from YouTube had taken down many of his videos.
That technically is against Patreon rules, yes.
Nintendo said, "Fuck your rules." And then his video about the game that had over 1 million views.
No, I meant the nature of his Patreon is
Yeah.
technically against the rules.
Yeah,
Really?
it
yes,
is.
it
Huh,
is.
I wonder why CMUS hasn't been taken down yet.
because they're
because
just
not big
Nintendo
enough
hasn't
yet.
gotten to them yet.
They're
they're
in
just an
line.
emulator.
They're in
though.
line.
Ah,
mean,
shit.
They're in queue.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Ah, shit.
but
They already
Those
got
missiles
Project
are
M.
en route.
They already got Project M.
but yeah, I'm.
Oh, they got Project M.
I thought
Yeah.
they did.
That's what I.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my.
I want to say they really did, but I remember another reasoning being like they just wanted to quit. But I think
Nintendo
that
got to
Nintendo
them.
had their grubby little hands in
I think
it.
so. Which is ironic considering that
but-
you need a copy of Brawl
Yeah.
to use
Yeah.
that. But
But whatever, screw you.
So-
how dare you want to make modifications?
Yeah.
So to
Our games are perfect.
to avoid
that's Nintendo's
avoid
mentality.
any future legal repercussions, they changed their official name from Super Mario 64 Online to Net 64.
Net 64.
So, I mean that'll like douse the flame just a little bit, but I don't know how
If it
long.
will-
And they'll be back with a vengeance.
Yeah. But I
one bomb wasn't
As-
enough. For
just
them.
go support it. I highly recommend you play it. Get some friends. It doesn't use like dedicated servers. You'd have to use like Hamachi or port forwarding. But if you guys wanted to play it, do it. it's
Support
fun.
it.
I
Support
like
it.
it.
Support it, not Nintendo.
Support it because Nintendo doesn't want to.
You have the
Hashtag
moral
fuck
right
Nintendo.
to, honestly.
Yeah.
You honestly have the moral right to.
Hashtag fuck Nintendo.
And also, Kaze is he's made other Mario 64 hacks,
Yeah,
which
a
are
bunch of
fun.
them.
He made I think Star Road, but that's a fun game.
All right, so next topic
But
then.
yeah, next.
Those are the main topics. So now
All
it's
right.
up to you guys and the gaming question that we normally have now.
All right, so I would like to continue talking about Nintendo. I would like to talk about well, first I'll talk about Minecraft. Minecraft came to the 3DS. Only the new 3DS though. The old 3DS cannot run it. Like
boy.
it actually can't. It's not
Wow.
powerful enough. But the new
They
3DS
fuck
can.
over the
The people who bought
have
it
yeah.
from the start. Yeah.
No, I mean like the the old 3DS. Someone modded it. It's literally cannot. It's like sub 5 frames on the old 3DS model.
God.
But
Yikes.
it's perfectly fine on the new 3DS, and I got it, and it's actually a quality version of Minecraft. It's glaringly missing a few things, like you can't remap controls, and
Oh
like,
no,
No.
that'll
it-
be updated.
yeah, it'll be updated. Basically, what Minecraft on 3DS, the new 3DS right now, is like 1.12 minus the combat updates, so you don't have the fancy sword swing weight and whatnot. It's just mash the
Yeah.
button like old times. But yeah, I mean, if you really want Minecraft on the go and you don't want to do it on your cell phone, there you go. You
Yep.
have Minecraft on the 3DS. It's
You know,
perfectly fine.
It's funny you mentioned that. That Pocket Edition is technically the highest selling version of Minecraft.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, and they finally made the distinction for the PC version. You told me
Yeah,
about this.
yeah,
Like
that's another thing I
Minecraft
wanted to
PC
talk
is
about.
officially called Java Edition.
Yeah, they updated it. It's 1.12.2, I think. But yeah, so now Minecraft. I don't know how to feel about it. But I guess like I kind of don't like it because it makes the original version of Minecraft another version.
Yeah,
like
it just makes it
you
more
have
derivative.
Windows 10, Xbox Edition, Wii U Edition. So you have all these editions that are managed by Microsoft Studios, whereas the now Java Edition is managed by Mojang itself, and it just that just kind of
It's weird.
It puts it into just the blandness.
It's a weird custody balance for Minecraft.
It really is. But I mean, it works. I still like that Minecraft is out there for people to play, and it's still going strong. I like it. But
So yeah, Minecraft on new 3DS is pretty quality. The render distance is a bit low.
I'd imagine so.
It's a bit low, but it's all right. They supplemented that with the touchscreen now has a map by default, so you don't have to have a map in your inventory. You
very good.
automatically have the
That
map.
is awesome.
And yesterday, the Together is Better update came out. So now there's officially crossplay updated into
Yep.
Minecraft. So
That's so cool.
That's not for 3DS yet, though. I have good faith that it'll come to that eventually. But yeah,
I'm very glad about that update. Actually,
there's some good stuff coming out for there. But now to get to what I really want to talk about, I finally got to play Metroid Prime. Hopefully, yeah, I wish. I finally got to play Metroid: Samus Returns for the 3DS, and it is. What are you giggling about?
No, nothing. Just keep going.
Stop bumping your knee. You're jostling your microphone.
Bump. Okay, go ahead.
Metroid Samus Returns, as you all know, is a remake of Metroid Return of Samus from the original Game Boy. And
such a creative name.
Yeah, I know. Right? And it's really good. It's a great version of the game. Metroid Return of Samus has never received love. It was always the black sheep of the series.
I enjoyed it.
But this game has officially brought it into
the spotlight.
Brought it into the spotlight as we knew it was a core Metroid game, but now it is a core Metroid game. Yeah. So now it's there, and it's a core Metroid game because it reuses so many things from all across the Metroid franchise. We have sound cues from Metroid Prime. We have music from Super Metroid. It's so good. Yes, I know I have a 10-minute limit. Shut your gob.
No.
Clamp your gob.
No.
I saw someone.
I'm on Twitter right now. I just saw some savage shit.
Oh, okay.
Keep going.
Yeah, I'm listening though.
Okay, I was about to say clamp your gob. But anyway, there was a lot of things that they had to fill in because Metroid Return of Samus on the Game Boy was so ambient, quote unquote, that they had a lot of liberty to work with. So they added a bunch of different things, including some extra bosses that are really good. The amiibo support is pretty blasé at best. If you have all 4 of the Metroid themed amiibo, all they really do is grant you an energy reserve energy tank, a reserve missile tank, and a reserve Aeon tank. And the Metroid amiibo, once you beat the game, unlocks fusion mode, which is essentially ultra hard difficult. Essentially Samus must die mode.
What do you get if you beat fusion mode?
Nothing.
I'll get to that.
Okay. Wait, dude. You get something?
I'll get to that. But anyway, actually, you know what? I might as well say it now. There is one thing that really fucked me up about Metroid Samus Returns is that it does count your item completion, but it doesn't say your item completion at the end of the credits. It only counts your time completed.
Oh, so it's basically
your item completion dictates whether or not you get the ending cutscene. That's all it does. Just like it does in all the other games.
Yeah.
It's only your time completed that does the tradition of Samus takes off her armor.
Yeah.
So it's only your time completed that counts to that, not your item completion anymore. So
That's
it's weird.
I would prefer that they show the percentage like the other games.
But here's the thing. If you get 10 or more hours into the game, Samus is only in her suit. If it's 5 to 10 hours, then Samus takes off her helmet.
Yeah.
If it's under 4 hours, it's the entire suit. And depending on the mode, it changes her style of clothing. I'm not going to say what they are. They're just really cool if you can see them. So if you really want to look those up, go ahead. It's really, really rewarding when you see those. But yeah, that's the thing that messed me up about that. And I'm not going to talk about any of the bosses because they sort of come out of nowhere, but they're really cool additions. So I'm not going to talk about that. Those are really cool. And there's really nothing much I can say about it without spoiling it. Yes, I know Metroid Return of Samus is 30 years old. It's like 28 years old. So I technically can just talk about it without spoiling it, but I really don't want to because they made some really cool additions. There's some one thing I will talk about, and this is the final thing I'm going to talk about Metroid Samus Returns, is that the damage output is increased to ridiculous amounts.
Good.
The Metroids are going to be the hardest things you fight in the game.
Great.
And it's because
That's how I feel. I feel like it should be that way though.
it's super duper difficult, and like they do like this little attack, certain of them do, where they like release like little balls of electricity down that sort of shock you. Those will do 2 tanks worth of damage.
No.
That's on normal mode. On hard mode, it's doubled to 4 tanks. And in fusion mode, it's tripled to 6 tanks.
Oh my god.
It is Samus must die mode. So
I want a 100% speed run of fusion mode.
Gerard the completionist did it.
Oh.
He did a 100% completion in under 3 hours of fusion mode.
Oh my god.
And he got the best ending possible.
Cool.
And it's really what's really interesting about the gameplay for Metroid Return for Metroid Samus Returns is that there is a new combat a mechanic where it's a melee where Samus swipes her cannon upward to knock things away. Everything will come at you immediately. You enter the door, zap right at you.
Wow.
And everything wants to eat you. Everything wants to attack you. And if you get in their line of sight, they're dashing at you. So the melee attack becomes vital, which unfortunately makes some of the gameplay pretty derivative. You stand there, you wait, bap, shoot, and there you're done. And it pretty much becomes the same way. The Metroids, however, have invincibility frames, so they work around your melee. So you're gonna have a hard time with all the iterations of the Metroids, including the final one. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That fight actually is really easy. I don't know. It's the fight after that will destroy you.
Oh yeah.
It's the fight after that will destroy you. And they add some interesting set pieces, but I really have to talk about the elephant in the room, AM2R. Which, by the way, can we call Metroid Samus Returns OM2R, official Metroid 2 remake?
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
So let's compare AM2R to OM2R, because I have played another Metroid 2 remake, and I have to say, I can't pick. Well, actually, I can. It has to be AM2R that I pick.
Really?
I actually pick AM2R as the slightly better version. OM2R is a awesome version of the game, though. It's amazing. The thing with AM2R is this shouldn't really be an argument, because fan project
versus
official product. The thing is, though, AM2R is so special that I have to talk about it anyway. There's beautiful sprite work done in AM2R that makes it fantastic, and each version does its own thing. And they're both ultimately the same, but they both do their own thing. And I slightly like AM2R a bit more, but OM2R is really good. It's really quite fantastic. And the free aim mode, when you hold down the L bumper, vital. It's so good. That was one major gripe that I've had with a Metroid series, other than the Prime games, is that you always have difficulty aiming. The free aim, holding down the button, mitigates that completely. It's so beautiful. I want that to always be a thing now. Like that free aim when you hold down the trigger. It's so good. So that's pretty much all I have to say about Metroid Return of Samus. Don't wait for a price drop. Get it.
Yeah.
Get it. It's good.
I want it.
I definitely need to get that.
And I wanted to send the message completely with this game. I did not buy the game physically. I bought it downloaded through the eShop, so I gave them every single penny. So, yeah, there you go. Get Metroid Samus Returns if you have a 3DS. It's darn good. It's darn good. Samus is finally back. She left us for 14 years. Never sent us a child care bill. Never sent us child support or anything.
But yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I like it. It's good. It's good. Yeah.
I can't wait to play that.
All right.
So
we're down to questions now.
Or...
I believe that's all I really want to talk about. Subnautica did a new update. The cute fish is in. That's cool. Next.
All right. So, did anyone else have a gaming topic or
like a
question, kind of like
one of those interesting questions?
I kind of have I actually do have one, and this one's much easier.
Okay, go.
All right. So the question of the week this time is: what is one game franchise you have never in your life ever seen the appeal of that is somehow popular?
Oh man.
Is that easy?
Yeah.
It's really easy.
It's
want me-
moderate.
you want me to be-
Okay.
I just gotta think of one
Do you
in
need to
particular.
pause?
Yeah, let's pause for a
Yeah.
little bit.
Okay.
Make a new mind first.
Okay, so we've molded over, and we just want to first say that this is basically the question to air our personal grievances. So don't take this too personally, you fanboys.
I got one.
So yeah, who's ready to go first? Who's ready to air their grievances to a certain game or series?
I guess I'll go because like mine is the weakest one. I can't really think of like a major grievance. Like I don't see the appeal of. I was originally gonna say the Final Fantasy series, believe it or not, but I can understand the appeal. So that kind
Yeah.
of negates that from it. It just doesn't appeal to me. That's just the thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
But
understandable.
mine would probably be the Warhammer 40K
Oh,
series.
yeah.
I've never in my life
I've
ever
never
heard of
even
this.
heard of it.
Oh, you've never heard of? Oh man,
I don't
those
understand.
are really popular games.
Like I've the only one I've seen is like Space Hulk.
That one looks
in terms
interesting.
of gameplay, and that's but like all I see like for instance on 9gag, I see it all these people that post about it and like they make memes like the heretic memes or something like that, and I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about that series.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, like,
I only know it because of the heretic meme.
Yeah, that's. But I'll see it on 9gag all the time, and I don't know. But I don't really care, I guess. So I don't really see the appeal of it. But that's just. Whatever.
You kind of stretched the question from what I meant, but maybe that was just a mistranslation. Whatever. We can just
Whatever.
move on then.
All right, I got one.
So that's
This
it?
one might surprise people. I have a lot. Like I could say the whole RTS genre, but I'm not going to do that. I have one game that might surprise you. The first God of War.
How was that an RTS?
No, I said I could say the whole,
okay.
but it's not. I'm not going to do that. The game I chose is God of War. The
People
first
love the
Oh,
first
okay,
God of
that
War.
is pretty weird.
the first one.
That is a pretty weird one.
People do
Go,
like
but
God of
go
War.
ahead and explain
Okay,
yourself.
so I possibly because I played the third one first. But I liked the second one.
Okay.
So then I was like, okay. So I played the third one. I'm like, that was amazing. One of the best games on PS3. I get the collection. I play the first one. I'm underwhelmed, bored, or mad the whole time. I wasn't actually enjoying the game.
Oh, I'm just no go. Keep
I
going.
wasn't actually enjoying the first game at all. I didn't like anything about the first game. Like the graphics, I was like, okay, these are pretty good for PS2, but the combat just felt stale and like an obvious Devil May Cry ripoff. And I know like the whole series doesn't feel much different, but the first one I was just like, this combat is just okay. The other than the combat, there were puzzles. The puzzles were annoying, not hard or anything, just freaking annoying. Like you're like, oh, I gotta do this. It just wasn't fun. Like, how did people love this one so much? Now the sequel, I can understand. God of War 2 is fantastic, but the first one, it's so rough around the edges. I was playing the remastered version. The PS2 version didn't even look that good or play that good. What about that game makes people like it? I actually said that online one time, and someone got mad enough to like say I should. What did they say I should do? They said I should kill myself. 'Cause I don't like
That's just the default thing.
because I don't like the first game.
You don't like this thing I like? Kill yourself.
Because someone was bringing up God of War, I was like, oh, that series is good, but the first one's trash. Just a warning now. This guy was like, oh, kill yourself. The first one's not trash. I'm like, okay.
Wow. Jesus.
And I
They
if I
just
didn't
smack
like
you
this,
with that KYS.
if I didn't like the second one, I could understand that maybe it's just my opinion, but I don't know. The second one's enjoyable. I enjoyed that one. First one though, what the? Did not like it at all. Then we have 3 Ascension and all the rest of them. I liked all the other games, so I don't know.
Okay,
So, shall I go next or shall you?
I'll go next. This has been a long running thing for me.
So, is this going to be cathartic for you?
Oh no, it's going to be pretty simple.
Oh, okay.
Pokemon.
Damn you, that's mine.
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's mine.
You know what?
saw it coming?
I got it. Yeah.
Damn you, that's mine.
As someone who plays RPGs a lot and loves RPGs a lot, Pokemon is as simple as it gets with RPG mechanics. Yet, this series has been alive for like how long? 50 years?
No,
50? Jesus Christ, no, like 20.
It seems like that. It seems like that. 'Cause
Maybe 30ish now.
those games sell. People love those games so much, and I don't really see it.
Okay.
Like I don't see it.
That was exactly what I was going to say. Like the one that I cannot for the life of me get it is Pokemon. Like I get it. Like I get it. You have like a team of like a custom team of like these cute, adorable little things that like these animals, like they're like their pets that they fight for you. Like I get the appeal at that point, but at the same time, like the whole point of the RPG is like you gotta catch them all. So it's just like like these Pokemon don't really have any character. And like the whole point of an RPG is supposed to be character development. Like you can argue like character development between the trainer and their Pokemon, i.e. the development between you and the Pokemon. But the old Pokemon games don't have any interaction. Like you can't interact them. Yeah. It's like it's only when the DS games started coming out that you can like take your stylus and like pet the Pokemon and like give them little treats and like click and drag like the little treat to them and they eat it and like you can pet them. It's like the recent Pokemon games that have done that. But
I think
there's no development between yourself and the Pokemon, and it's like it's completely cut off. Like all they are pawns for you, and
you go.
I do not like that at all.
Get rid of that one. Get another one.
Like that is like
rinse, repeat.
the appeal is like written there, but it's not actually practiced.
Exactly.
So it's completely shot out the window for me.
I agree wholeheartedly.
So I don't like. I get Pokemon, but I don't get Pokemon.
Yeah.
See, like that would be me, but I can actually see the appeal.
I can kind of see the appeal
with like the. You're supposed to be on the go all the time. You know, it's just trying you to get out.
The monster concept.
You never get to know your Pokemon though.
I feel
I'm just saying. I feel like that's
people,
the appeal of it.
I feel like people like with the original one, you couldn't interact with them, but people will project themselves as the trainer and just get used to using that Pokemon. And now I don't know. It's kind of like how if you get good gear in an RPG, sometimes you don't want to get rid of it, even though there's something that's way better you find. Like sometimes you're just like, I don't care. Oh, this one's 1% better. Let me throw this one away. And there's other times where you're like, oh man, this one's stronger, but I kind of like this one. I feel like that's what people do with the Pokemon.
But the thing is, like my major point of contention is like
no character
you
development.
you never see your player model interacting with them at all. Like you don't see like your Pokemon pop out and like start bouncing around the field and like you have a good time. Like you never see like you go on a picnic with them. Like you see that in fan art all the time. You see that in like the anime all the time, but you never see that in the games. Like you never see the Pokemon outside of the Pokeballs. Granted, the newer Pokemon games like Pokemon X and Y. Why isn't there a Z?
The word's going to be, but yeah.
Like they've gotten better with that. They've gotten much better with that. But like you never see the Pokemon with your player model outside of the Pokeball, except for the rare instance of Pokemon Yellow, in which case the Pikachu follows you around like in the anime. But that's the rare instance, and that bothers me so much. Like that, you have the potential and you haven't quite grasped the potential that I want you to have.
That and I feel like if you played one Pokemon game, you practically played them all.
Oh yeah, you have.
Definitely. Yeah.
I agree
with that.
We have a Pokemon that's a literal pile of garbage. Granted, Gen 1's designs weren't all that creative, but an ice cream cone? Yeah. Really? An ice cream cone.
And one of my biggest gripes with Sirius is when they don't like this band. I hate that. I don't see why people buy those games so much. And you know, I guess it's my inner contrarian, I guess, but I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Wow, so we see eye to eye on
this one.
That's
yeah.
cool.
That's cool.
All right, so I'd say that's the end of that question.
Yep.
That was a good topic.
Yep.
I like that one.
All right, so close it out with what have we been playing and what we're looking forward to.
Well, I guess I'll start. Yesterday I picked up Link Between Worlds. I haven't started playing that yet, but I look forward to it. And I also downloaded Child of Light yesterday.
Ooh.
Because it was on a flash sale for like $5.
I was enjoying that game. I deleted it for some reason.
Probably because
it was kind of fun.
It ran at 30 frames.
Does it?
No,
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
It's turn-based, so that wouldn't even matter.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, that's as far as what I'm looking forward to. As I said earlier, like all the games that I wanted to play this year have already came out. So, well, unless you count the new Horizon expansion. Besides that,
yeah, I'd count that.
Yeah, then that. And other than that, no, not really. Not really looking forward to anything.
All right. I've played. I forgot the whole list now.
Damn.
I was playing Mania, Sonic Mania. I
Oh,
was playing Beat Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
That's awesome.
I downloaded Unravel on PS4.
Ah.
I like it so far. It's like it's the one where you're the thing of Yarny, and you go through the game's premise is more or less you're going through like the book of memories and gathering them because as you open the book in the beginning, the pictures are all faded and you can't see them. So you go to those locations and like as you're there, you gather the memories back. Then once you beat the level, the pictures are actually like fully seeable again. It's pretty fun. It looks amazing. Like that game is very impressive graphically. The puzzles are very cool with the yarn and like having to use the physics and everything. It's fun. It's really enjoyable. I'm gonna beat it. So really good game. I got PUBG, of course, as I said earlier.
Yeah.
Really enjoying that. I actually went and got Advanced Warfare on Steam because there was like $10 on game. What's it called? CD Keys, that website for PC games.
CD Keys, yeah.
Yeah, so I got
I can't.
that on there.
I can't ever find what I want on there.
But yes, I've been playing that. And yesterday I bought Black on PS2, which is the shooter from EA. That was like the bullets are over exaggerated. There's a lot of alpha effects. Everything just blows the fuck up. It's that kind of game.
Oh, so it's kind of like Deadlock.
It's like Deadlock first person, but with like an AK and all that.
That's why you bought it.
Yeah. I was seeing gameplay, but that's why I was like, oh, Black. That's why I bought it. I'm like, $5? I'll take this.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play it. I haven't played it yet, but I'm going to play it probably tomorrow. And then games I'm looking forward to, the Horizon expansion, Battlefront 2, and can't think of anything else right now that I'm really excited for.
Yeah, this year, like I said,
all the good games have already come
came
out.
out.
There's been a lot of good games,
Yeah,
so I'm not complaining.
2017 was a good gaming year.
Yeah.
If you ask me.
So yeah, like the Horizon expansion, Battlefront 2, and I guess I could say Destiny 2 on PC because I'll actually be playing that with somebody for this time. Because with the first one, no one else had it, so I was playing the game solo. Yeah, you had the beta, not the final game though.
I ain't want the final game.
So like I was, all my Destiny experiences are solo. So this time I'll be able to play it on PC with Jeffrey at least. So looking forward to Destiny 2 on PC. Plus that PC version is
way better, of course.
Fantastic. Good port, Bungie. Good port. And yeah, that's about it for me.
You're next.
Oh, me. All right.
So Daniel has the biggest bombshell.
Yeah.
Now he has a
and
PS4.
I'm still gonna make it like 30 seconds long. No.
Boy.
But I'll start out with Super Mario Sunshine. I 100%ed it for the second time, so I'm proud of myself.
I love. We all have that one game.
When we do the Let's Play, you are playing it.
You're damn right. Like there's not many games where I can
100%.
say that that I can say that I can genuinely beat someone in. And I mean Mario Sunshine's not really that kind of game, but
You can.
I can safely say I'm a fucking master at it.
Yes.
Like I know like all these moves. It's like with me, if I grew up playing with it, playing the game, then I just pretty much mastered it.
Basically.
The only other one is Mario Kart Double Dash. Like I'm good with that.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, I did that. I plan on doing it again sometime in the future. No.
I destroy you. Bro.
No.
Get boxed.
But so the other games I've played since I got the PS4, I got Uncharted 4.
Finally. One last time.
Everyone is clapping that one right there.
Yay!
Took forever,
And
but
then,
you finally.
Well, sir, money.
I understand.
Understandable.
Understandable.
And then my cousin had two games on there. They were Killing Floor 2 and Infamous Second Son. So I'm good with those. Like
Yeah,
I
those
like
are a good
playing
start.
those.
Killing Floor 2 looks fun.
It was so fun.
I'm gonna get that game whenever I get my PlayStation.
Yeah,
It was fun to watch.
It was free on Plus like in June, so I went ahead and added it to my library. I downloaded it this
I
morning.
definitely can't wait to play that with all you guys because that's gonna be a fun.
I think it
co-op
requires
game.
Plus though, so we're gonna get you a month to play.
I got you.
God damn
Kevon's
it.
got you,
I
though.
got you, bro.
You just gotta get the 3-month, and then for Christmas you can
Yep.
actually get the year one.
I got
Yep.
you, bro.
All right.
Yeah, do that tonight, bro, so we can actually play tonight. Or
Well,
something.
Hell yeah.
What, the PS Plus thing?
Give
I mean,
like the
that's
3-month
up
one
to you.
if
I
you
don't
can.
care.
I got you.
All right.
All right.
Don't worry about that.
We're fucking doing
It is time.
We're fucking doing it.
To duel.
Yeah, no.
No, like Lion King, like it is time.
Charming.
Yes. Okay, but yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
I've been playing Metroid Samus Returns, and I have just started hard mode. And I must say, once you learn patterns, it actually ain't shit.
I love
Yeah.
It
that.
actually ain't shit because I had such a hard time with the beta Metroids, Gamma Metroids, and all those.
They ain't shit
I had
for nothing.
so much difficulty, and like with every new type of Metroid that come out and with every new area, it's like, oh god, it's gotten worse. But now that I know the patterns and how they work, it's just like you're nothing to me. You are nothing but lowly ants as I pump you full of missiles. So
peasants.
the real difficulty comes from actually never getting hit. Because if you get hit, that's when you suffer. So, but if you can't get hit, then I mean, then the difficulty spike really doesn't mean anything.
Cool.
So yeah, I've been playing Metroid Samus Returns. That's good. I've been playing the 3DS edition of Minecraft. It's all right. I mean, I just dabble into it. It's fun. There's just nothing really else I've been playing. I really want that PlayStation 4 now.
Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna have to figure out how the college refund works so I can actually get one. So that'd be fun.
So you're gonna get a Pro?
Yeah, I like power. So
Cool.
And you have the
Power-
1080p TV, so
like,
yeah,
as-
might as well.
as everyone
Or
knows,
monitor.
power is sexy. So yeah.
Not in Japan apparently,
Yeah. Wait, what?
because they're consoles.
Right. Oh yeah, I forgot that's a jab at Nintendo.
But yeah, if you
But so
want
is the
some
PlayStation,
assistance,
though.
if you have anything you want to trade in,
You gotta
I actually
No.
used the Amazon trade-in thing for the first time.
Oh.
It actually works. I got a bunch of old games I didn't care about at all. Took them all in, put them all in the box, sent them off. I get $42
In a
in
box.
in the box. In a box. Got $42 in Amazon credit.
I'm a sentimental fuck.
And-
I don't have any games I want to get rid of.
Not even any. Okay, well, it does have to
If
just
I
be
really
games.
hate
There's
the game, then
also
yeah,
other
I'll get
stuff.
rid of 'em.
But I got $42 in credit.
Can I get rid of my candy wrappers?
Shit.
It might be a fetish for that, but
I'm sure there is.
Fuck, that's a no.
But yeah, I got $42 in credit, and I used that towards my Destiny 2 pre-order. Which, when you pre-order games on Amazon, you get like 10% off.
Oh,
So
okay.
I only ended up paying like $8 for Destiny 2 on PC.
I'll think about it.
So if you have anything to trade in, you can get a discount on top of, like, if you want to get it used or new. However,
Okay.
All right. Well,
Duly noted.
All right.
so that was Tech Peasants Podcast, episode 13. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let's go ahead and do the outros.
I'm Cooper Clan 13. I have a Twitter and a PlayStation account. And a Steam if you care, which you probably don't.
How long has it been since you've been on that Steam account?
you don't go on Steam.
I don't fuck with Steam. Like,
Bruh.
That's where it's at, man.
I know, but I have to give a decent.
See, I don't fuck with my
piece.
PlayStation no more.
Steam.
I don't fuck with my PlayStation barely anymore, but you don't fuck with Steam.
You have a reason to now.
Yeah, now I
And
finally have a
it's
reason
all
to, so
because
thank
of
you.
me.
My controller was dusty as fuck when I picked it up today.
Everything revolves around you.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's how it
Box.
works.
Next.
Box.
All right, yep.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I mean, I can now fuck your mom in 4K with my PlayStation Pro.
1440.
Well, yeah, upscale.
HDR.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Some
not like
fucking-
your mom is worth it anyway.
Oh, man.
But I'm just saying.
Whoa. Whoa.
HDR,
Everyone's-
high definition rate. Let me
everyone's-
stop.
This is a general kind of thing.
Okay.
God,
High
yeah.
definition rape.
Yes.
HDR.
This went
Okay.
left. This is going left to go right.
So,
Just saying.
So I am Jacob of RetroTech. You can find me on Twitter at RetroTechComs, and also don't forget about my YouTube channel at RetroTechComs, where we're supposed to be doing a playthrough of Sonic Heroes. I've completely forgotten about it though.
What's Mr. Mention?
I
broke.
need to re-record footage because it's broken. Thanks, Hapog. You can also find me, my photography work and various other multimedia works on DeviantArt. That is jacob-of-retrotech.deviantart.com. You can also find me on Instagram, RetroTechComs. And you can also find me on Steam, RetroTechComs.
All right, and I'm Von Red One. I have a Twitter, YouTube, PSN, Steam, Origin, Battle.net, all that crap. It's all Von Red One. So yeah, just follow me on that. Join the Vanguard.
No, don't.
Up your Vanguard, bro.
Do not feed his ego.
The Vanguard is like the Secret Service.
The secret shit.
Little bullshit.
Yeah.
Secret Service because of how small it is.
All right, let's go.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
Peace out.
I'm
See ya.
sorry.